So, welcome back to the channel, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching the video. And you guys already know what this video is about because we did one on the Golf, we did one on the BMW, and now we're doing one on the Polo. The question that some of you may have is, how much did this Polo cost to actually save? So, if you don't know, we've had this ongoing series on the channel. It's currently about 8 episodes. We're pretty much finished now in terms of saving the car, but we've done a plethora of things. As you would have seen from the first episode, it was looking very sorry for itself at the start of the series. And obviously we had to change that. So we've gone through things like we've cleaned the car up, we've rewrapped the bonnet, put some wheels on it, we've lowered it, done all the bits that needed fixing, upgraded the interior a little bit. There's so many things we've done, but today we're going to go through the cost of each and every piece that we've had to buy to save this car from the scrapyard. Make sure you stick around to the end because obviously we will have the total budget and how much it's actually cost to save the car from the scrapyard. And I do think the figure will actually surprise you quite a bit. I'm debating in future builds if it's something you guys would like to see. Obviously with YouTube and the content, you guys have seen the sponsors in the videos. I do get a small amount of money from these videos, whether it's through sponsors, whether it's through the ad revenue itself. But obviously with future builds, if we can then compare the budget it's cost us to build the car to obviously the value we've made from the videos, it'll be a good little insight for you guys and obviously a good way to track for me if I'm losing money or making money. Obviously I'm still doing it for the enjoyment. I just think it'd be a cool little aspect of the videos. But yeah, let's get into it. So how much has this Polo cost me? So I'm gonna go through the episodes, go through what I've done, and obviously speak over the costs, speak over the things we've got for free, things like that. Some things we've had to buy twice because obviously we didn't buy the right thing to begin with. But yeah, so if you see me looking over here, I've got a list of all the things we've bought, so that's obviously why. So in the first episode, obviously the first episode was introducing it and cleaning it, but the first episode where we actually started working on the car, we got some new number plates. They were £28.97. To go with that, we also got some plate lights. They were £9.99. If you obviously watched along with the series, you know we had to replace those, so we got a second set of better plate lights. They were £12.99 and they're completely fine. We then moved on to the interior where we got some fresh floor mats. They were £14.99. If you also remember, we had to change the interior window roller handles because one of them had snapped off. We changed both of them, which was a really good deal. That was just £10.95 for both. We then move on to the third episode of the Polo build where we got into the bigger changes, the larger fix-it portions of the Polo build. To start off with was the petrol cap because it didn't have one, it completely snapped off. I managed to get a brand new petrol cap. It was in primer, so we did have to wrap it. But the petrol cap itself was only £12, which was a steal. We also then got onto the bonnet, because if you guys remember, that was awful. The clear coat was peeling, the paint was terrible. And yes, you will know, we rewrapped it twice. So this is one of those parts we had to pay for twice. You guys that are into cars, you know, you buy cheap. Usually you're buying twice. So the first bonnet wrap I got, which was just from eBay, it was literally £15. It creased, it was awful. I was doing it on my own. You guys have watched the video. It was not good in the slightest. After that, down at the unit with Jack, we then got the fresh bonnet wrap on. I went a little bit more expensive because obviously I had the air release technology. It was a lot easier to work with. And you guys will have seen the result. It came out so much better. And that wrap was £40. In the same episode, we also fixed the exhaust leak because these Polos are notorious for the bottom flexi to completely just perish. And it had a massive exhaust leak. We changed that section. That little section, because it is such a common issue on these Polos, was only £28.35 for that full flexi on the exhaust, and that's still holding strong to this day. Now in the next episode, episode 4, I believe, that's where we actually essentially had a free episode because a massive thank you to Jordan down at V's Detailing. We got a full detail off him for free, which was absolutely needed because the car's paint is looking probably as best as it can do now. Obviously there's a lot of imperfections because it was a scrapyard Polo, but it's looking so much better. And we also had the sponsor from Vinci on the headlight bulbs, where we changed from the old halogen lights to the new xenon LED headlights, which they look so much better. And then moving on from that, majority now of the fix-it parts were fixed essentially, so we can get onto the fun bits, which is where I got the spoiler, which came paint match, which was perfect. I got that on. That looks so much better, completely improved the look of the car. And that was £63.84, which is probably one of the most expensive things to be fair, but it's definitely worth it. And it was a brand new part. We then jumped a few bits because we had some car shows, but we then moved on to more of the interior mods, which if you ask any person, a lot of the time, yes, we want to make our car look nice, but the interior mods, that is what changed it because you're seeing that every single day, you're driving the car, and that's what you're seeing. So we then upgraded the radio system, which was literally just an old cassette DAB radio system, to a brand new CarPlay. I can't remember exactly the brand, but that CarPlay, just having that screen, completely brought the interior up to essentially what felt like a present car, because obviously new cars now have full screens. Having that on an old Polo, just having that access to CarPlay is absolutely unreal. It improves the driving experience so much. Whilst we're on the interior, we also changed the shift boot because the leather on that was all perished. The cost of the CarPlay system was only £63. A lot of you asked for a link to that. It was in the video where we installed the CarPlay. That link was in the description. That was a complete steal. That was £63. And the shift boot, that was actually £10.86 off of eBay. After the issues with filming where my camera blew over, I completely cracked the lens, the mic wasn't recording. We had a complete horrible experience trying to film the end of this video, but we also installed some paint match mirror caps. Because from factory they were like a trim black colour, but obviously having them paint matched to the gloss black colour looks so much better. And those mirror caps were only £18.97. So as you guys can get the gist of, a lot of these parts are very cheap, very affordable parts to completely change the look of a car. Speaking of which, probably the best modification to any car, we also got some new wheels. Now we put some of the Polo 6R wheels, which is a newer generation Polo. Obviously the wheels still fit, so we put those wheels on our old scrapyard Polo. Completely updated the look because it was on Steely's before. Steely's completely devalue and de-age any car. Having a good set of alloys is crucial. And a huge thank you to Noah. You guys will know him by now, NT Media. He actually had those wheels spare laying around from when he had his Polo. He gifted those to us for the series, which was absolutely unreal. So those wheels didn't cost us anything. This is where we jump to the latest Polo episode, which would have been either last week's video or the week before, which is where we finally lowered the Polo. Now, this was needed for a very long time. We bought some 50mm lowering springs. They were the Pro Sport lowering springs. They were also quite cheap actually. They were only £45. Now, it's good practice when you're changing the suspension on an old car, especially as old as the Polo, because it's over 20 years old now. Also to change the top mounts and bearings. So we also changed those. They were £25.98. And like I say, for the sake of that £25, you may as well do it. It improves the driving experience, and also as a safety feature, you should aim to replace those. So yeah, when you think of it, that was all we did for Polo. It wasn't a great big list. We did a lot of things, but there were quite a lot of small things that make a big difference. As you guys will know, it's those little touches that they really do make a car, and they do give it that personal touch. They make it your own. And in this case, they make it look a lot better, or at least I think so. The Polo now, like I say, is essentially done. In my eyes, it is the perfect daily. Grace uses it every single day. She feels a lot nicer driving around in it. I use it as and when I need to. The car is looking so much better, and it doesn't feel like a scrapyard car anymore. Don't get me wrong, it is still a 20-year-old Polo. I would like a newer car for a daily, which may be coming at some point on the channel. No time soon, so we'll be running the Polo for now. But yeah, in terms of the videos and the series, if there is anything else you guys would like to see me do to the Polo, by all means let me know, because I'll definitely take a look into it. I think at the minute we are a bit of a stop point, so there'll be a new build coming soon, so make sure you keep an eye out for that one, because that'll be revealed very shortly. And that, let me tell you, will be a full build. It's no scrapyard build, it's no random build. This will be a full purpose built car, which I'm very excited for, because if you guys know me, you'll see from the shows. I'll say it won't spoil it too much. I love drifting. I want to actually improve my skill at drifting. Rather than just watching the shows, I want to be at these shows. I want to be driving. And at the end of the day, it's the whole reason I'm doing YouTube. It's the whole reason I work, to make money. It's to afford to be able to do this cool stuff. So the next build is one I'm very excited for, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love. But yeah, in terms of the Polo, like I say, it is pretty much done from there. Really hope you guys enjoy that sort of build, because I do enjoy it as well. I plan to do more in the future. If you have any future cars you want to see me do, any scrapyard challenges, any cheaper cars, a £500 car challenge, for example, I can buy a random car off Marketplace and we can try and save it to the best of our ability. Anything you want to see, let me know down below, because as long as it's involving cars, I'm completely up for anything, within reason. So now, before I forget and end this video, let's total it up and let's see how much this Polo build has actually cost. So bear with me, I'll add up all these and I'll come back to you with a figure. We are back, I did my little calculation, and I promise you this number wasn't planned, but in total, the scrapyard Polo has cost me the exact value of £400.69. So I think a round figure of pretty much exactly £400 to bring the car from looking like this to now looking like this is absolutely worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The views say you have. Like I said previously, let me know what you want to see in future on the channel. We've got more builds planned, we've got more shows planned, we've got some abroad shows planned. Absolutely anything you want me to film, let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget, there'll be a new video every single Sunday at 5 PM, so make sure you subscribe. And from me, I'll catch you guys in the next one.